Good morning, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam.
So in the last class, we completed the general design rules for the machining. So overview of various machining processes completed, which explains about the different machining was there and which are to be used in a non-traditional machining and untraditional machining. So both the traditional machinings are there. And the next topic is general design rules for machining. So both the topics were completed. So from today, we can learn about what is meant by dimensional tolerance. Okay, na? So, so నిన్న class ki continuation. So I think that I had completed up to this third point. The third point, which comes under the general recommendations for the design of the machined parts. So we are going to be studying how the roundness, parallelism, or angularity, circularity, or straightness, or perpendicularity, flatness. So whatever the things which is to be get required for a certain piece of any of the shape is to be get considered. So అవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఇక్కడ చూసుకున్నాం. So the things are, one is the specify liberal tolerance, the second one is avoid the sharp corners, the third one is use the stock dimensions. So the comes to the design rigid parts. So any machining operation such as turning or shaping includes the cutting forces on the components. So the component should be rigid enough to withstand these forces. In this respect, components with thin walls or webs should be avoided. So when you are going to be doing some operation on a certain piece, it must be very rigid. Very rigid means it is to be get constrained in all the dimensions, all the directions also. So not only the rigid, it must be. So when you are placing a workpiece in a 3-jaw check or a 4-jaw check, it must be constrained from all the directions. So whenever you are putting some forces, highly implemented forces has to be applied on a workpiece so that the workpiece cannot be get moved. So whatever the pressure you are putting on the workpiece, it's to be get withstand also. So what type of piece is to be get hold in a current check, or what type of pieces are to be get selected also. So the pieces which are having very thin shape or thickness, it is to be get avoided, because when the thin shape or thickness pieces are to be get selected and it is to be applied so many forces on that one, it can be get deflections on a certain workpiece. సో మనం అలాంటి పీసెస్ అనేది అవాయిడ్ చేసేయాలి. ఎక్కడైతే థిన్ వాల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇప్పుడు సిలిండ్రికల్ పీసెస్ తీసుకోండి, హోల్స్, సో హాలో షాఫ్ట్ ఉన్నాయి, సో అలాంటి వాటికి థిన్ ఉన్న పార్ట్స్ అనేవి అవాయిడ్ చేసేయండి. ఎందుకు అంటే మీరు ఎక్కువగా ఫోర్సెస్ ఏమైనా అప్లై చేశారనుకోండి, అక్కడ లోపల ఏమవుతుంది, షింకేజ్ అనేది జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో అక్కడ పార్ట్ అనేది డ్యామేజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో జస్ట్ అవాయిడ్ దట్ వన్. ఓకే, సో ద నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ అవాయిడ్ ద షోల్డర్స్ అండ్ అండర్ కట్స్. సో మీరు ఆల్రెడీ నిన్న క్లాస్ చదివారు ఏంటి అంటే, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద డిజైన్ రూల్స్ టు బి గెట్ ఫాలోడ్ అండర్ ద డ్రిల్లింగ్, మిల్లింగ్. సో యూ హ్యాడ్ లెర్న్డ్ హియర్ one point. So which is the thing is, so avoid this one. So what is the parts? This one. So deep radius corners. So avoid this, the sharp edges, because when the pieces comes to be assembled, so the when you are going to be assembling, the certain Y piece is to be get damaged when you are putting in an X piece. So avoid the sharp corners of a certain piece which is to be get manufactured. So that is nothing but avoid the shoulders and undercuts. So, and the other one is avoid hard materials. So don't take very hard materials, because when you are taking the hard work pieces, the tool must be very hardened compared to the workpiece, because the tool is the one which is to be get cut the workpiece. So when you are going how to get select the workpiece means, so it depends on tool also. So when you are going to taking a certain hard material, it is difficult to machine also. So how to done a machine, how to move a machine. So see, naturally when you are going to be holding some any heavy weight, so you can't do that thing. So మనకి ఎంత అయితే ఉంటుందో అంతే మనం హోల్డ్ చేయగలం. సో అలాంటి ఎక్కువ వెయిట్ ఉన్న పీసెస్ మనం హోల్డ్ చేయలేము. సో అందుకే ఇక్కడ చెప్పేది ఏంటి అంటే, హార్డ్ మెటీరియల్స్ ని అవాయిడ్ చేసేది. జస్ట్ అవాయిడ్ ద హార్డ్ మెటీరియల్స్. Just take a materials which cannot be changed their properties after the machining was done. After the machining was done, ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక మెషినింగ్ జరిగింది, ఒక టూల్ తీసుకుని, సో ఆ మెషినింగ్ జరిగిన తర్వాత కూడా ఆ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అలానే ఉండాలి. ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి గెట్ చేంజ్. సో టేక్ సెలెక్ట్ ఎ మెటీరియల్ ఇన్ దట్ మ్యానర్. ఓకేనా? సో విత్ దిస్ the design rules for the machined parts are to be completed. So today's class, the dimensional tolerance. So what is meant by dimensions, tolerances, and surfaces? So my point is the dimensions are necessary for a certain workpiece? Yes or not? Is the dimensions are necessary for a certain workpiece when you are going to manufacturing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
because when we won't use certain dimensions, we can't do a certain operations also. See, take an example of an assembly part. If an assembly part or an example of a hole and shaft, if the shaft is very high diameter compared to a hole, can you insert a shaft in a hole? No. So the dimension is very, very first criteria which is to be get considered when we are going to be doing certain parts machined. And the tolerances are also a certain point of thing which is to be get considered. And the surface is also a certain point of thing which is to be get considered. Because the dimensions are the thing which are giving to a workpiece. But what is a tolerance? Tolerance is nothing but what is the type of fits you are going to be preferred when two pieces are having some mating nature. So when two pieces are to be get colliding, so what type of fits you want to put, whether it is a clearance fit or interference fit. So what type of fit you want to put? So what type of tolerances you want to give it? So the tolerances are very, very important when you are going to be doing some assembly parts only. If the assembly parts are not taken, okay, there is nothing at tolerance. Just a part is to be manufactured. No need of a tolerance. So what is the type of surface? So the surface totally explains that whether the surface is very smooth or the surface is very hard or the surface, take a piece which is a very straight. So the surface is very straight or it is having some angle directions or take a cylinder. So cylinder తీసుకున్నప్పుడు అది యూనిఫామ్ సిలిండర్ ఉందా లేకపోతే ఎక్కడైనా జర్క్స్ ఉన్నాయా బర్స్ ఉన్నాయా సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద సర్ఫేస్ ఇస్ థింగ్ సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్ట్రైట్నెస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి టేకెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫ్లాట్నెస్ సో ఈ సర్ఫేస్ చెక్ చేయడానికి you are going to be considering different types of recommendations. So what the parts are? One is the angularity, one is the cylindricity, the concentricity. The thing is flatness, straightness, parallelism, perpendicularity, roundness. So these are some of the examples which are to be get followed when you want to check a certain surface of a certain workpiece. Yes or not? So the same way dimensions also. So when you are giving a dimension, I think you had learned in your first year, when you are drawing certain diagrams, you had drawn the dimensions in two different manners. So dimensions are to be given in a certain manner that it is not to be totally mentioned there only. సో డైమెన్షన్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు ఎలా అంటే మనం ఏదైతే రిటర్న్ రాస్తున్నామో అవన్నీ రాయకూడదు. డైమెన్షన్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ ఇన్ ఏ సింబాలిటిక్ మేనర్, ఇన్ ఏ సింబల్ ఓన్లీ. వెన్ యూ వాంట్ టు గివ్ ఏ సిలిండ్రికల్ వాల్యూ, what your value are going to be given, what is the symbol you are using for a cylinder, it is in the form of a pi. So in the same manner, when the cylindricity was there, when the angularity was there, you are want to give some angle value. So what is the symbol you are using? So when you are giving a certain values, what is the symbols you are using? So the dimensions, when you want to see a certain diagram, you have to get an idea. Okay, at this point of view, certain surface roughness was there. At this point of view, certain cylindricity was there, certain roundness was there. So here the dimension was given in the manner of a symbol pi. So this explains that the diagram is having some roundness. సో అలాంటి ఏంటి అంటే మన సింబాలిటిక్ ఫామ్ లో ఇవ్వాలి అక్కడ డైమెన్షన్స్ అనేవి. అంతేగాని మనం ఇక్కడ సిలిండర్ ఉంటే సిలిండర్ 90 mm, సో ద సర్ఫేస్ ఇక్కడ సిలిండర్సిటీ 45 mm, సో అలా అని ఇవ్వకూడదు ఇప్పుడు. సో అక్కడ మనం సింబాలిటిక్ ఫామ్ లో జనరేట్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉండాలి. ఓకేనా? సో ఇన్ దిస్ వన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ అండర్ 3 different topics. One is a dimension, tolerances and related attributes, surfaces, effect of manufacturing process. So comes to the dimension. So dimensions, the sizes and the geometric features of a component specified on the part drawing. How well the parts of a product fits together. Clear? Wait a second, I will show you a diagram. So see this diagram, friends. So in this diagram, the diagram is totally explains about the plumber block. So in this diagram, they had given a dimensions. It is in a vertical manner, it is in a horizontal manner. So here, can you observe? It is pi 20. It is pi 20. So what the pi 20 explains? It totally explains that there is a hole. There is a hole which is of diameter 20. which is of a diameter 20, and they had given R20. So R20 explains that the diagram is having a radius of 20. The diagram is having a radius of 20, and you can observe and here, see here, it is SQ. SQ means it is 28 square thread. So you are having the bottom in a square part. So I think you had drawn in a machine drawing, that is, you can see the V threads, the pitch values, you are going to represent it with M values. So different values you had represented, different symbols you had represented there. So what the use of a symbol? The symbol is nothing but it represents a certain part of a certain dimension. It represents a certain dimension. So ఒక V thread మనం మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నాము అంటే అక్కడ ఒక సింబల్ V అనేది పెడుతున్నాం. So when the symbol V was there, it explains that the total piece is having a certain V thread. So when you are giving a certain pitch value, certain symbol of a pitch value, so it is explains that the pitch value is a certain value. It is nothing but a certain value. So when you want to give a certain dimension, it is to be mentioned in a certain manner, which is clearly explained. But we must not write it as so and so diagram is diameter 40 mm, so and so diagram is V thread of 60 mm. So it is not to be get written. Okay, now. So how well the parts of a product fits together. So I had already told, when the parts are to be manufactured for taken under a assembly part, so what type of fits are to be taken? Whether it is a clearance fit, interference fit, or it is a transition fit. So what type of parts are to be get selected? So the next topic is tolerance. So tolerance, allowable variation in dimensions. So tolerance law, you are going to be learning three different types of tolerance. One is a unilateral tolerance, the second one is a bilateral tolerance, and the third one is a limits. So what is unilateral tolerance, what is bilateral, and what is a limit? So tolerance anangane, our first point of view, you will get it as what is the actual dimension and what is the plus or minus, what is the maximum value, what is the minimum value you are giving. But what are the three different types of tolerances are to be get given also, that is to be get learned. And next, the surface. The surface affects the product performance, aesthetic and weight. So the surface explains that, see, when I think you had observed stainless steel products. So stainless steel products always will be having a very smooth, or else I think you had seen different types of products which are easily inserted one over the other. So when the two pieces, hole and a shaft, are having very smooth, there will be having a good contraction. But if it is having a very high roughness, what will be happen to the X product and what will be happen to the Y product? So the performance cannot be a good, the product cannot be a good. Though you are inserting both the products in a certain manner, both the axes are to be get contract, but the performance cannot be having in a good manner. So what is the surface also? The surface is also very, very important when you are doing a certain operation. So the surface totally appears, it explains how the product is. The surface, if the product is very smooth, it explains that, okay, this looks to be very fine. So when it is having a very roughness, what happens? And the high pressure and high forces are to be applied on a certain operation. There will be a tear and wear. So we must not be do in a certain manner. So see the third slide. It is the slide is the tolerance. So I had told you what is a bilateral tolerance, unilateral tolerance, and a limit dimension. So in this diagram, you can observe the thing is 2.5. The given limits are plus 0.005 and minus 0.005. So it explains that in a bilateral tolerance, we can give the positive limit and as well as a negative limit. But in a unilateral tolerance, you can observe here, students, the actual diameter is 2.5 and you have given a positive 0.010 and a negative is 0.00. So the unilateral tolerance explains that you are giving a tolerance only one side of your workpiece, not the both sides. Only one side of the workpiece, if you are giving a tolerance, the other side is the certain axis. So it is known as a unilateral tolerance. The one side of the tolerance, it may be a positive, it may be a negative also, not always a positive. not always a positive. So the limit dimension. So the limit dimension explains that in this manner. So it is, they had given a tolerance of 0.05. So it is 2.5 plus 0.5. So it is nothing but 2.505. And 2.5 minus 0.5. It is nothing but 0.05. It is nothing but 2.495. So it is nothing but this is the limit where we want the workpieces. Clear? So you can see the definitions of this one. See here. So unilateral tolerance system. So in this system, the part dimension is allowed to vary on one side of the basic size. So what is the basic size? If the basic size is 30, see if the basic size is 30, so you are giving only one side of the part, that is known as an unilateral tolerance. If you are giving both the sides of the part, it is known as a bilateral tolerance. That is the difference between the one and the other. Okay. So the next slide. Other geometric attributes. So I think you had learned these all geometric attributes in your metrology. Yes or no? I think you had learned because it was completed also your subject. Is it yes or no? Everyone is there. So these are the things which are comes under the other geometric attributes. So the thing is, first one angularity, second one circularity, concentricity, cylindricity, and flatness, parallelism, perpendicularity, roundness, squareness, and straightness. So these are the things which comes under the other geometric attributes. So what is the use of this one? What is the use of this one? So angularity, I think you had done some experiments in metrology by using a sine bars. So why the sine bars are to be taken? So sine bars are slip gauges తీసుకొని. Slip gauges తీసుకొని, you had measured which angle the workpiece was there. So how it is to be get calculated? How it is to be get calculated? Up to what extent the piece is to be get raised? What is the point? So you there at a point of angularity, what is the symbol you had mentioned? So why this all is to be get given? Why means when a piece is to be get inserted into the another piece, you have to be specify what is the errors are there on a certain workpiece. What is the errors are there? Because in a world, no one piece is 100% correct. It won't be 100% correct. There will be a certain error. See, if you take a vernier calipers or a micrometer, is the micrometer or vernier calipers always be right? No, it won't be right. We will be having a certain error. The error is also to be get calculated when you are doing certain operations or any other thing. In the same manner, when you are doing some assembly, when you are when it is having some interaction between another parts, you have to mention what are the errors on a certain workpiece. So these are nothing but an errors on a certain workpiece. So the angularity. So angularity explains that what is a certain angle. So see the definition. So see the definition, angularity is measured by constraining a part, usually with a sine bar. So tilted to the reference angle so that the reference surface is now parallel to the granite slab. By setting the part at an angle of a flatness can now be measured across the now horizontal reference surface. So I think you had drawn these type of diagrams in metrology. I think you had drawn these type of diagrams. So the symbol of angularity under GD&T, geometrical dimensions and tolerance symbol. The thing is in an angle shape, the angle shape. So this is the point what you are going to mention. So when you are using a sine bar, how it is to be get used. So when you are whatever number of slip gauges you are placing, so that the horizontal axis as well as your workpiece will be in a same manner. So what is the correct angle you are going to maintain? So the value, what is 0.030, it is the error which you are going to write. So by setting the part at an angle of flatness can now be measured across the now horizontal reference surface. So this is the one angularity which is to be get done. Okay, na? So the next one, roundness. So roundness or circularity. So what is meant by roundness? These are also the nothing but an errors what you are going to be given. So ivanni cheyakanda you are doing some operations you want to assemble, it won't be, because the shaft is going to be inserted in a hole. The shaft is inserted in a hole. Why you are taking always a shaft and a hole example means the shaft is an example of y, the hole is an example of x. So when you want to do some assembly parts of a plumber block or eccentricity or a square tool post or any other screw jack, ఏవైనా కూడా ఒక part which is having a mating nature, which is inserting another thing, it is to be considered as a shaft. When the main body, it is considered as a hole. Clear? So what is the things you are going to be preferred on a shaft? What are the things you are giving on a hole? Clear? So the thing is roundness or circularity is the 2D tolerance that controls how closely a cross section of a cylinder or sphere or cone is to a mathematically perfect circle. Consider a cylinder whose purpose is to roll along a flat surface. I think you had seen the diagram of spherical in your kinematics of machinery subject. I think you had seen, because a spherical is having a 360 degrees rotation. Spherical will be having a 360 degrees rotation. So it is to be get moving on a certain piece. Certain block is to be get taken, and the spherical round shape is to be get taken, and it is get moving. So what is the clearance was given in a block, and what is the size of your sphere? So how it is? What is the surface of your sphere? What is the surface of your block? So the roundness or circularity explains that how closely the cross section of a cylinder. I will show an example. I will show an example. See. So in this diagram, what is a spherical? It is the block which is to be get rotating the sphere inside a block. So how many degrees of freedom it is having? It is having a 3 degrees of freedom because it won't move in an the horizontal direction. It can't move in a vertical direction. It can't move in a x-z direction also. So it will be having a 3 degrees of freedom because it is totally constrained in a certain block. Yes or not? So what is a cross section of this sphere, and as well as what is a cross section of a certain out wall? What is a cross section of a certain out wall? So in this case, it is known as a shaft. The yellow thing is known as a shaft, and the blue thing is known as a hole. So if this is explains that how the roundness or circularity is a 2D tolerance that controls how closely a cross section of a cylinder, sphere, or cone is to a mathematically perfect circle. So consider a cylinder whose purpose is to roll along a flat surface. A small flat on the OD of a cylinder would detract from how smoothly the shaft can roll. Clear? So the next point is concentricity. So concentricity, sometimes called as coaxial. It is a tolerance that controls the central axis of the referenced feature to a datum axis. So what is meant by a concentricity? Uh, if the diagram is having the datum axis and the diagram is having the front part axis. So if I had given a diagram to you to manufacture on a machine tool. So it is nothing but a step turning. Take an example of a step turning. So in a step turning, what is the basic part? What is the extent part which is hold in a check? Take it is as a datum axis. So what is the front turning part? So if both the axes are same or not, think whether the both axes are same or not. If the both the axes are same, it is known as a concentricity. It is known as a concentricity. Okay, na? So the next one, cylindricity. It is a 3D dimension tolerance that controls the overall form of a cylinder feature to ensure that it is round enough and straight enough along its axis. So cylindricity is independent of any datum feature. The tolerance needs to be less than the diameter dimension tolerance of the part. So take an example of cylindricity. So see, the take an example of cylindricity. The cylindricity explains that whether your cylinder is in a uniform direction or not. The cylindricity always explains that whether it is in a uniform direction or not. See, this is an example. So the diagram, when you are seeing from the front view, it looks like a cylinder only. When you are seeing from the side view, it looks like when seeing from the front view, it looks like a circle. From the side view, it looks like a rectangle. But when you are going to measuring each and every point, instant point, it looks like some errors. Can you see the some errors? So the errors, what you are going to be happen, it is nothing but the value which you are going to be written. So when the errors are there, it is explains that it is not a cylindricity. Where if the errors are not there, it is known as a uniform part. So cylindricity always explains that whether your cylindrical piece is in uniform direction or not. Okay. So see the next one. Flatness. So how the flatness is to be get measured. So the flatness is defined as the minimum distance between the two planes within which all the points on a surface lie. So a surface along which all the points lie along a single plane is called as perfectly flat surface. So I will show you what is the diagram. So this is a thing of flatness. I think you had done this example. I think. So I think you had seen this diagram. This diagram by using a spirit level. I think we had seen by using a spirit level. So this is the table. We are putting a spirit level from starting from this point to this point. We are starting the spirit level from this point to this point. So starting, you are measuring what is the dimension of this table. What is the dimension of this table? Starting, you are measuring. So the dimension is 40. The dimension is 40. And you have started the spirit level at this point, and you know already how the spirit level will be. It is in a certain bar where the bubble was there. So when it is having correct flatness and you are moving the spirit level from one point to another point, and the spirit and the body will be having a center bubble. It explains that the total bar is a straight. When the bubble is not in a certain center point, it explains that the body is not a straight part. So what how it is to be get calculated? So the bar is to be get measured. You had started the spirit level from this point to this point. So in a starting point, what is the limit? What is the minimum error you are going to be getting? So you had started at a certain point. This is the maximum error what you had got. And again you had started. So this explains that what is the thickness, what is the errors? It is nothing but plus or minus 0.100. So it explains that the flatness is not up to the mark. It is not up to the mark. So this is the symbol is it is in a vertical. It is in an inclined rectangle. So it is given in a certain form. Okay, now. So this is known as a flatness. Okay. Now see the next one. Parallelism. So how the parallelism is to be get taken. The point explains that what is the basic base datum line. What is the base datum line? Whether the base datum line is having a parallel part or not. What is the base datum line? The body of the base part. Whether it is having a certain errors or it is very flat. So what is the top part? What is the top part? So what is the dimension of a certain part? So you are going to be calculating the both the parts, whether it is having a parallel part or not. It is to be always calculated with certain micrometers. Okay, na? So the parallelism is to be mentioned with a dimension, with a symbol of this part. Okay, na? So see the next one. Perpendicularity. So the perpendicularity. So perpendicularity is defined for a feature like surface or line with reference to another feature called reference. It defines the distance between the two lines or surfaces that are parallel to each other and perpendicular to the datum surface and encompass the line or surface in question. So we will see what is the diagram of that. So this is the perpendicularity, the symbol which is to get mentioned. This is a symbol perpendicular. So with the datum line is nothing but explained as a reference line. Datum line is nothing but a reference line. So with the reference line, whether your total the surface is having a perpendicular distance or not, or at any point of view, is it having some inclined position? You are going to be checking. So this, as per the datum line, this is A, is a datum line. Whether as per this datum line, is the line is having a correct perpendicularity or not? If it is not having, what is the error? How it is to be get calculated? Okay, na? So see the next one, roundness. So roundness or circularity is a 2D tolerance that controls how closely a cross section of a cylinder, sphere, or a cone is to be mathematically perfect circle. So consider a circle whose purpose is to roll along a flat surface. So roundness కానీ circularity కూడా ఏంటి అంటే it totally comes under the cylindricity only. How your outside surface of your sphere, what is outside surface of your cone, outside surface of your cylinder, whether it is having a certain smooth or it is having a certain errors on a certain piece. So what is the errors we are going to be getting? Okay, na? So the next one is squareness. Okay. So the squareness value is the minimum separation of two parallel planes normal to the reference axis that totally enclose the reference plane. Although it is possible to measure the flatness of a cone along a single trace, the squareness is not possible. So a flatness measurement is now made around a conical part area of the part. So we will see what is the diagram of that one. Some operations in the metrology lab, when you're doing some things in your metrology lab, you had seen this compass also, Tesla compass, and you had seen this Presto perform perpendicularity. So these are nothing but which are the instruments are used to check your errors only. When you want to check the errors, these are the instruments you are going to using. But when we are using, we will think it is in a just. So you can see here the straightness. So the straightness is a definition. The straightness actually has two very different functions in GD&T depending on how it is called. It is in its normal form or surface straightness is a tolerance that controls the form of a line somewhere on the surface or the feature. Axis straightness is a tolerance that controls how much curve is allowed in the part axis. This is usually called out with an included call to maximum material condition. So both callouts are very different from each other. So we will see what is the diagram. So this is the part you can observe here. What is the thing is? So this is a straightness profile. So a straight tolerance when applied to a surface controls surface elements only. It controls bending or a wavy condition of the surface or a barrel shaped part. So straightness not necessarily control the straightness of the center line nor concentricity of the cylinder. So when you are going to be taken this type of diagram, we are going to measuring the starting point and as well as what is the maximum point. So when it is a starting point, it is known as the minimum limit. What is the maximum limit? So how much tolerance are to be get given? So it is similar to the flatness only, but in a flatness, we are going to be checking with the help of a spirit level, whether the diagram, whether the table is in a certain shape, certain part or not. But here we are going to be considering what is the wavy directions also. If it is having a circular direction curves, it is to be get considered and it is to be get controlled. So what is the address we are going to be getting from a certain point to certain point? Okay, na? So these are the different things which are comes under the other geometric attributes. Okay, so one is the angularity, circularity, concentricity, cylindricity, flatness, parallelism, perpendicularity, roundness, squareness, and straightness. Okay, So these are the errors which are to be get considered when the thing when we are going to be get manufactured. Okay. So comes to the surface. So the nominal surface intended the surface contour of the part. So actual surface determined by the manufacturing process. So wide variations in surface characteristics. Important reasons to consider surfaces: aesthetic reason, safety, friction and wear, affects the mechanical integrity of the material, ability to assemble, and better contact. So I already told you how the surface is. So whatever the errors what you have learned up to now, these are the things which are going to be checking on a surface. On a surface, all we are checking all the errors on a surface only, not inside of the part. It is checking on the surface because it looks like in a the appearance must be good, the safety must be taken in a correct manner. When you are putting a more force is to be get applied and more pressure is to be get applied, the workpiece cannot be get break, and we are going to be, it is the workpiece must be in a position to do a further operations. The workpiece can be easily to handle and easily to assemble. When it is having a contraction between the two pieces, what will be the roughness of a certain workpiece? So what are the things is to be get considered? So when you are going to following, when you are going to be considering these all errors, therefore the basic pole part and as well as the shaft part is to get manufactured. When you are not considering the errors, you can't manufacture a perfect X part or perfect Y part. Okay, now? So this is the thing which comes under the surface. Okay. So we'll see the next point. So the surface technology. So the it explains that the relation between the process and surface characteristics. So the defining the characteristic of a surface texture, altered layer, result of some process, oxide film, and substrate grain structure. So this is the texture of your surface. What is the actual main surface? What is the layers is to be get done. So layers కూడా ఏంటి అంటే, if you are buyed some workpiece on a from some X place, so you are want to get store the workpiece. So what is the layers is to be get formed on a workpiece. See, if you want to buy some wood, it is to be get colored, it is to be get paint. When you are buying some wood, it is to be get painted because it is to be stored for some 6 months or 8 months. So if you are not to be get painted with a certain liquids or any other thing, what will be happen? The some type of wood is to be get spoiled. So if it is not to be get spoiled, how it is to be get protected? So what are the different layers it is to be get formed? So when you are putting some layers on that one, so is a layer you are putting in a correct manner, or else the layer is having some thickness. So always the part what you are going to be putting on a final piece, it is comes under the errors only. It is comes under the errors. So here it is the altered layer, here it is a surface texture. Okay, now? So see the next point. So I think the last time was completed. So your time was completed, 11:56. So you are having any doubts, students? So I will send the material. No need to worry. I will send the material. You can learn. But one thing, you will get some of the marks related to the errors topic. It is nothing but what is the considerations to be kept, attributes, recommended attributes to be get considered. So those topic is very, very important. You have to draw the diagram. You have to explain each and every point in the diagram. Okay, na? So that is the thing which is very, very important. Clear? So